You too, what it do, man? Y'all know what time it is. More Kevin Samuels. Let's get it.
You got to go to the bathroom?
Well, I was looking for some light.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
I got my bathing suit on.
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
Well, how old are you?
I'm 32.
All right. Any single or married?
I'm single.
Any kids?
Nope.
What you got?
I don't want to be nobody's side chick because I want to be married. I'm out on my own. I've been holding it down on my own, but it's kind of hard, Kevin, because like really when women say they want to look for the right person, they got their own definition about that, but it's hard. It's hard because men, it's hard. I tried and tried. I'm 32 with no kids. I live on my own. It's not
what's
easy.
hard. What's hard about it?
It's just like,
so I need you to stay still. You can't be moving around like that.
the actions, like, it's just.
No, I don't.
So before Kevin tear into her, I want to say this. As y'all can see, she's complaining, talking about men are this. She's essentially just blaming her failed dating experiences on the men. Y'all, if y'all can recall how she came up here initially, she came up here in her bathing suit, not even properly dressed to even be on the live. This will give you an indication that this is the kind of woman who will do whatever the hell she wants to.
They act like they don't want to, like.
Okay, I need you. Right. Okay, hold up. I need you to stay still and keep the camera steady, so because it's making a bad show for everybody else. Okay.
Gotcha.
I really don't understand what you're talking about, because what's the only common denominator? What's the only?
Go ahead.
What's the only common denominator in all of our relationships?
I don't know. I don't know. It's the patience.
You know what a common denominator is?
Yeah, it's the bottom line. Yes, I know.
No, that's not what a common denominator is.
What
the
is
same thing.
What is it?
The only common denominator in all of our relationships is us.
Correct. But men these days, it's difficult because they want their cake and eat it too.
It's always the man, huh?
It could be the woman too, but
no, we're talking about you. So if I talk to all your exes and ask them how did they experience you, what do you think they'd say?
They're gonna give good stuff out. They're gonna say I have a little attitude and my mouth is slick, but that's about it.
That's about it?
Yeah. They gonna say good stuff. I mean, as far as the bad stuff, but they gonna say I'm independent.
Who gives a shit about? No disrespect, man. Who gives a shit that you're a functioning adult? Okay, nobody cares that you've been holding it down. That means you're taking care of yourself. But they're gonna say you got an attitude and a slick mouth, and that's it.
See, I want to touch on this point right here as well, because we've heard, if anybody who's watched my channel for a while, y'all have seen that we've done the Kendra G reviews, and you'll hear a lot of women list their flaws, their attitude, and their mouth. And see, a lot of women don't understand that having a slick mouth and the attitude goes hand in hand in the downfall of the relationship. At some point in time, that man is going to get absolutely sick and tired of that, where he's not going to keep quiet. He's not going to bite his tongue anymore. He's going to tell you exactly what it is. A lot of women cope by saying that men are weak because they don't want to deal with them, because they don't want to admit that they're actually the problem.
That I'm loving and caring. That I'm loving and caring.
So much so that you got an attitude and a slick mouth. What makes women like you think that that's acceptable?
I speak my mind. If nothing don't feel right, then
that's why you're alone. That's why you're alone. That's why you're alone.
It's hard. I don't want to be alone.
No, it's not hard. It's not hard. Acting right shouldn't be this hard.
Got you. I feel like
what do you do for a living?
I'm a bus operator. I work for the city, drive buses.
So you just do what the fuck you want to in the bus. You just speed. You do whatever you want to. Don't obey the traffic laws.
I do.
Okay, so you can act like right when the white man's money's on the line.
Unfortunately.
See how that works, gentlemen? See how that works when her holding it down is jeopardized, that white paycheck is on the line, then all of a sudden these sassy, slick mouth women, they can show act right.
It's not easy. I live in LA and it's not.
Listen to all these excuses. Listen to all these excuses.
I don't have no kids, so if I was give a fuck and I'm settled,
so what?
Excuse my language, but you know.
So what? You don't have any kids. You don't have any kids. Due respect, man. You don't have any kids. What do you mean settle? You're a bus driver.
You gonna make me press that?
I just want you guys to think for a second that the world we live in, to where a sassy, attitude, sassy mouth bus driver thinks she's settling for somebody.
I just want y'all to take note of how she's behaving in this interview. I mean, it really shows the immaturity and the lack of care that she has. As you can see, she has no desire to change or become better. She has made it up in her mind that it is the men. Men are going to say, I'm this and I'm that, but ultimately my mouth and my attitude are the reason why I'm alone. And you ask these women, and I've stated this several times, they know their flaws, but they're not working on themselves. They're not, what are you doing about your attitude? How are you regulating your emotions? Can that man tell you about something that he does not like without you getting a smart mouth, without you catching an attitude? And see, a lot of women don't think about things like that because it's all about what they want and they could care less about what you want.
That's how far, y'all don't understand how bad you guys have gotten, because you're on here talking about how hard it is. You exactly where you sound like you need to be, by yourself.
On some occasions, yeah, I do. Yeah.
Well, you like dogs or cats?
Really? What you mean by that? I like a human being, like.
But you're going. If you had to pick between dog or cat, what would you pick?
It'd definitely be a cat.
Okay, well, good with that, because see, a cat don't care about what comes out of your mouth because they don't speak human.
But it's not. That's not what it's gonna be, though. One day, you know. That's not
right. All right. And one day, because you know, human beings as they get older, only become less like they are or more like they are.
I tried to follow your advice, but it's.
You have.
I watch you all the time, but I'm telling I don't know.
Why is it so hard for you to behave?
Because I'm going to express myself. Like if I feel like somebody trying to take control of, not even control, like take advantage of me. I'm a Capricorn, so I'm big hearted. So if I feel like somebody,
I get so sick of black people with this zodiac shit. I'm a Capricorn. It's hard. All right. So what? Capricorn, it's hard.
You know, I want to say this too, man, because you see this so much, especially in the black community. You know, and nothing is more childish than a woman running around blaming the way she behaves on her zodiac sign. You know, just completely absolving herself of taking any form of any accountability. Well, you know how Tauruses are. Well, you know how a Sagittarius is. Well, you know how Aries are. When I hear shit like this, it just automatically lets me know that you're too immature to even be in a relationship, because you're going to blame it on the sign and not who you are as an individual. And this is why a lot of women don't work on themselves either.
Hard. Well, then what are your alternatives? Buy a dog or a cat and die alone? I mean, it's hard, right? So, hey, you're in LA. You and the cat can eat the same food. We're talking about just simple common decency and respect. And I said, how would your exes tell me they experienced you? And you said it. They would probably tell you, I have a bit of an attitude, which is a whole lot, and a slick mouth. Well, see, that's the problem. You ladies are able to talk crazy to men with no consequences. So now what men are doing is just avoiding you. You can't even give it away. And men don't want to tolerate this. We haven't even got to the important stuff because you're just out of control. That's fine. You think that gets better with age?
No, I only get older.
So, since you seem to know those couple of issues, what are you doing about them? Nothing.
I'm working on it. I'm a working
With
process.
who? With who? With who? Nobody.
Yeah, I'm
So in
single.
other words, she's not doing anything. Not doing anything. She knows her issues and is doing absolutely nothing. So that's a formula for what kind of outcome?
Do you think the marriages back in the day is different?
No. You got to answer my question before I answer yours.
Okay.
That's a formula for what kind of outcome?
Nothing.
So what's your question?
Do you think the marriages is different from like back in the
Yes.
versus this generation? Because nowadays marriage don't last.
Stop. You got to stop. You got to stop. When you touch your phone, it cut off. Do I think marriages back in the day are different from today? I said yes. And you said what? Marriage don't last?
No.
No. You ladies don't last. You're lower quality than your grandmothers.
Okay.
Your grandmothers were better women.
They was raised different.
They were better women. They understood the value of family. They believed in God.
I believe in God.
As long as he's doing what you need. Oh, really?
Through the good, through the bad. My best and my worst.
Really?
Really.
You're a Christian?
I'm not a Christian, no.
So what God are you talking about?
It's only one God.
Which is who?
But what I'm saying is, do you
No.
I'm not a Christian, no.
You said you believe in God.
I believe in Jesus Christ, yeah. The Holy Spirit, yeah.
But you're not a Christian? Why?
Because I'm not living every day as I'm not doing it. I'm not living every day. I'm not.
So again, this is why I challenge women when they talk about God. Jesus is like cosmic Santa Claus to be able to give them what they want when they want to. You're undisciplined, man. There's no discipline you're under. No religious discipline. This is why y'all are less quality women than your grandmothers.
And that's just the thing too. A lot of them, they always complaining about relationships don't last. Men play around, they want the ice cream and they cake and eat it too. But you got to understand that when they talk about their grandmas and how women were back then, they call them slaves. They had to do it, and it's never anything positive. Who is initiating the divorce? It's not the men. The men are staying. The men are like, we here. The women are like, I'm bored, I'm tired, I don't want to be here anymore, I'm out of here. And then they run off and they think that grass is green, way up the road, and they get down there and find out that they didn't fired everybody over there too. So now a lot of them are unemployed when it comes to relationships. And a lot of them have been out of work, aka been out of a relationship for an extremely long period of time. And they don't even understand that a lot of it has to do with how they carry themselves and how they move as women. Just repeat what they hear on the internet.
Your grandmothers submitted themselves to something greater. Y'all submit yourselves to your bag. Yeah. Bus driving bags. That's how low the standard is. I mean, bus driving, whatever job.
Whatever job.
The average black woman makes The average black woman in this country makes $28,000 a year, but they'd rather have $28,000 and no husband. That's a bag. You can't get along with a man. That's the problem. So if you're not going to do anything to fix it, that means you're going to live your life by yourself.
Gotcha.
Unless you see a different outcome. Do you?
No, like you said, if you change, working.
Okay, so let's fast forward 30 years. How long you been working for the city?
Well, I mean, I don't think my job got nothing to do with,
Excuse me, ma'am. How long you been working? How long you been working for the city?
7 years.
You plan on retiring with this job?
No.
Okay. What job do you plan on? What do you plan on doing until 65?
I want to open up a business.
Doing what?
I want to do an animal spa business. I like animals, so that was a good question you asked me earlier. I love animals.
Did you go to college?
No, some college. I didn't finish.
So where do you plan on getting the money to start this business?
Good question.
So in other words, you're just talking.
Huh?
So in other words, you're just talking and dreaming.
Brainstorming, yeah.
No, talking and dreaming. See, I like calling shit what it is.
Manifesting.
Talking and dreaming.
Manifesting, that's correct.
Talking and dreaming. You have no money to start a business, and being an animal spa is going to give you $2.7 million to retire on.
What that have to do with a man?
You don't even get it.
I get it.
You ain't gonna.
No, you really don't. What he's essentially even stating is this: you're gonna need that amount of money. At this rate, you're not even gonna have a man. See, they don't even understand stuff like this. Oh, well, I'm manifesting. How are you manifesting and you're not doing the work? When they gotta stare the cold hard truth in the face, they get mad, they get upset, they try to shame you. They try to find any way to discredit what you're saying and try to put you down. And a lot of women are headed down this path right here.
Don't hit a man because your attitude's too bad. So if you can't behave and act right, ain't nobody gonna want to deal with this. So you're gonna have to take care of yourself till you die. That's what it got to do with it. Because you got a slick mouth and you kind of got an attitude. That means ain't nobody gonna couple with you. That means you got to take care of you until you die. And the job you're working right now is a job. It ain't nothing to retire on. No children, no husband means what happens when you can't work or you get sick. You gonna be on the street.
I understand. Trust, I feel you on that.
So this is why I said, I'm talking, I'm manifesting. That means the Jesus the God I do not follow and the life I don't live, he's supposed to manifest and give me stuff. I'm gonna just say this, man. Far too many of our women are just walking around like big children. Y'all are not serious people. At 30 some odd, you know your grandmother? Yep. You can't make this shit up.
Oh, wow. And that's how it goes, guys. How much you want to bet she got off of here and cussed him out from A to Z? The truth hurts. And a lot of these women, like he said, are walking around like big children. They don't know how to treat men because a lot of them didn't have good fathers in their lives. Don't know how to talk to a man. Don't know how to treat a man. Don't know how to interact with men. Don't know how to live with men. Don't know how to do anything with men. This is why men become the center point for their so-called lack of relationship. There is nothing worse than somebody who doesn't even see what is happening. These are the kind of women who end up at 40, 50, and 60 with nothing. You'd have to be willing to be coachable and teachable. A lot of women, you can't even lead them because they want to question everything. They want to be in the front. Oh, well, I make $100K a year and he doesn't make $100K a year. So why should he have to lead me? And I would tell you, gentlemen, just don't waste your time arguing with or wasting your time with women who don't want to be led. Let her go out, work hard. Let her go out and be responsible for everything. Because when you by yourself, you're responsible for what? How much of everything are you responsible for? For all of it, right? And see, a lot of them, they think, oh, I look like this and I'm T and I get men, but you don't get men for anything serious. Say a man who founded the wife founded a good thing, but a lot of women are not wives, so they're not turned into them. Yeah, I was engaged, but it didn't go anywhere. That man realized that it's just not, you're not worth it. You're not worth that. This is why a lot of women, all they get is D appointments. They get sneak links and they get fun time losing situations with men. And a lot of the men are not trying to take y'all serious because of y'all's attitudes and because of y'all mouth. And until a lot of women learn that, they're gonna be single. This is where the statement that I came up with when I said they always got a CAT or a DOG, but they never got a MAN. This is where that came from. Because they always got pets, but don't never have men. You always got a pet, but ain't never got a husband. And then you go on and you interact with them, and it's like, goddamn, no wonder. But until they understand that, they gonna be right where she at, manifesting with nothing.